Did Bryan Kohberger know where the security cameras were located? And Agent Chase is back on the panel. We'll get into it on this episode of the Let's Talk Live podcast. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Let's Talk Live podcast. This is episode, I think it's 18. Episode 18.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. And we're back here live, and we're welcome in Laura. We haven't seen you in a while. Laura, how are you?
Good. How are you, Brian?
I'm great. You know, just doing the thing, discussing this Idaho thing all the time. I look so red right now. Like I literally look like a tomato. I think what's happening is I'm so red right now. I think what's happening is it's my shirt is reflecting. It's like weird. I look really, really red. As you can see, I'm like changing color. But yeah, I don't know. This Idaho case is every single day. It seems there's just something new going on, and new theories, new conspiracy theories. We did a nice conspiracy theory show the other night. We had the tinfoil hat out. I had the glasses on, So it was all good stuff. We had Titanium Built, Tanya on the channel, and we had Chosen Rosen on here. He's in the chat here. And I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about this case lately? Is it boggling your mind, or do you feel like we're getting, the information that we've been seeking?
I think that it's slowly unraveling for the defense and starting to come out with some more things that are leading toward them grasping to come up with a defense, to be honest. And I think every couple of days it's going to trickle in. And we're going to be able to paint the picture a little bit more, especially with the help of Jennifer Koffendorfer. She's really been on fire lately.
Yeah, she's been lighting it up on Twitter. And listen, I know that she gets a lot of shit. A lot of people don't like her. The conspiracy theorists.
She's an expert. She's an absolute expert. She's a professional. She's an expert. I don't know how you can say anything about her.
I've been really going over and looking at her Twitter a lot lately. And I found a lot of interesting things that she's kind of put out there, some things to really look at. And, we'll bring a couple of those up tonight. But the first thing that I want to do before we get kind of into Idaho is I want to bring everybody's attention to something that's going on in South Carolina right now. And I'm going to play this little bit of a video, and maybe, someone will see this and jump on and help support. But I just want to bring some awareness to a case that's going on down in Hilton Head, South Carolina. And it has to do with a woman. Her name is Josephine Wright. And right now, there is a land developer that is essentially trying to take away her land from her and saying that she's a nuisance to their building project. And this poor lady is 93 years old. She's a widow, And a lot of celebrities have really jumped forth and put together a GoFundMe page for her to really help her out. So I want to play this 2-minute video if we can. I want to bring some awareness to this because when I heard about this story, it just completely touched my heart. And it's awful to see what's going on. And if there's anything that maybe this chat or anybody that wants to get involved to help out, maybe we can start bringing some more awareness to this on the Let's Talk Live podcast, because I would love to do that. But let's roll this footage real quick and hear about Josephine's story.
Story of a 93-year-old widow and great-grandmother fighting to keep a home that's been in her family since the Civil War. This is gaining national attention. Our affiliate in Savannah, Georgia, first brought us the story of Josephine Wright last month.
So this woman is now being sued by the developers who say that they own part of her property and they want to draw the line. Josephine's plight has led to a groundswell of support, including from several celebrities backing her fight.
This porch has been part of Josephine Wright's family and her home for more than 30 years.
It was this local news report filed by reporter Andrew Davis from Newsnation.
Now, the house itself, and I just want to bring some context to this, the house itself has been around since the Civil War.
Wow.
I mean, this is a historic landmark.
Wow.
And, we'll be able to hear a little bit more about this.
Affiliate WSAV that grabbed the attention of billionaire media mogul Tyler Perry.
I've been pretty much of a fighter all my life.
Perry reposting the story for his more than 7 million Instagram followers, saying, well, that makes is right. Please tell me where to show up and what you need to help you fight. Rapper Meek Mill also commenting on the legal drama, saying, corporate bullying at its finest. This superhero status. Developer Bailey Point Investment filed the case against Wright back in February after she refused the company's offer to purchase her land. They're developing a multi-condo unit right behind her home and say parts of the property encroach on their development. While the project has been given the green light by the city, developers say that Wright has hindered their progress. Donations have been pouring in as celebrities rally around the great-great-grandmother. NBA superstar Kyrie Irving reportedly gave $40,000 to a GoFundMe account set up to help with Wright's legal fees. Josephine Wright, meantime, vows to continue the fight for her home.
Our effort is to make sure that we keep this property.
Yeah.
It's historical. It goes back to the Civil War. And it's been in the family since that time.
And she's a widow. The Wright family has raised more than $150,000 to help with the matriarch's legal defense. Her attorneys filed a counterclaim alleging harassment by that developer. No word yet on whether Tyler Perry has had a chance to connect with Josephine Wright, but certainly just his name and his post is sparking a lot of people's interest. Yeah. Thank you for.
It's a story that just touched my heart. I'm a little teary-eyed about it right now. How about this? Why, if they want that piece of property or development, pay for her to move somewhere, maybe move that house to an area in the city that becomes a historic landmark. They have it there, build her a new house, maybe in that subdivision, and give it to her, and then move that house so it can stay in their family and put it somewhere, maybe on a historical piece of property. Let's work together and do this. Let's just not push people out of the area. This poor woman, she's 93 years old. It's like, come on.
It's so sad when people have a home in their family for that long. And it's obviously a sense of pride for them and that family, knowing, her background, most likely, they fought hard to keep their home over the years. So yeah, it's sad what corporate America tries to do to people.
Yeah, I mean, if anything right by this company, instead of fucking suing her, let's make a deal and say, hey, out of the kindness of our heart, why don't we build a new property for you? And then maybe we can work with the city or something and get this house moved onto a piece of maybe historical property, or I don't know what they have down there, but let's try to save this house or do something to, or maybe if the house goes, put up some type of memorial or something like that, because I don't know how it works in some states with historical homes. You literally cannot tear them down because you actually have to let them, I guess, fall down. I know, like in Vermont, when I lived up there, if you have like a historical barn, you're not allowed to to demolish it. Like, it has to fall on its own. And I've even heard stories of like farmers going out and be like, they knock out the foundation because, you know, they want the area, you know, clear or whatever. But I don't know. It's just a story that when I heard about it, it touched me, and I wanted to bring some light to it. And why not? You having camera problems?
I'm having cat problems. My cat is behind my monitor right now.
You can turn your camera off and deal with it. It's fine. We'll be here.
She's probably gonna come in to the camera right now. Come on, Hildegard.
You want to pan up and show everybody what you've been working on diligently hard? And it unfortunately it's not in a
there we go.
Wow, this is a big cat. Holy
She's
shit.
a big black cat. She's Hildegard. This is Hildegard. Yes. So I'm in the process of refinishing a dresser. So if you see random drawers laying around behind me, that's just me. And one of my hobbies. But we got our good vibes behind me.
Not lighting up right now, but
no, because I have to light it up. Hold on, let me light it up. Give me 2 seconds.
All right, light it up. We'll give her 2 seconds, and then we'll get into our show for this evening. So we want to thank everybody coming in. I know it's the 4th of July weekend and spending time with us here on this 4th of July. I see all the channel members. Thank you so much. And, you know, we really appreciate it. Yeah, it looks great. That's really good. It's a nice tribute. It's a nice tribute. It really is. But I always say, if you have your thing up, you're going to look at that guy in Wilson on Home Alone.
Yeah. Wilson from Home Improvement.
Yeah.
With my good vibes. So I guess I didn't really think out the space too well, but I'll fix it. I'll find a way.
Everything. I guess there's a lot of buzz going on right now because this video is swimming around about supposable video of footage the night showing King Road and the suspect vehicle 1 turning around. So we have a new video to dig into. It was posted about 3 hours ago. But we'll do this. We'll get to that more towards the end of the show because we do have some things planned for the show. So we'll pull that video up. Reba, thank you for sending me that over. I know a couple other people on Facebook were sending it to me. I think Victorine popped it over. So it is up. Hopefully it just doesn't get taken down by the time I get over there to look at it. But let's get into our kind of featured creature double feature this evening. So we're going to talk a little bit, of course, about the Idaho 4 case at this point, what channels are not talking about it. And we, I've been commending, I think, Coffin Daffer lately. She's put together some really great information and some really different points and views of perspective in this case. So again, we just want to go into and say we are not lawyers. We're not experts. All our opinions are based on speculation. What we try to do here is match up all our speculation through legal documents. Was it already taken down? Really?
Yes, but Reba is saving the day. She sent you the screen recordings.
Great. And I actually can rip that video right now. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm going to download it as we speak. So if it does go away,
I have it. Soon she's sending you. But Reba's, no. I
got it. I'm ripping it right now anyway. I got it.
Perfect. I didn't even get a chance to see this yet.
Yeah, I haven't either, but we're going to look at it in a little bit here.
Live.
Okay, I ripped it. I have it. But let's get through this because we did have some stuff planned before this did pop up, but we will discuss that video if anybody hasn't seen it. All right. So what we wanted to get into, and hey, Titanium Built's hanging out. Tanya, how are you? You had a great stream.
Hi, Tanya.
Listen, she's so close to 10,000 subscribers. I'm so happy for her. Let's get her to 10,000. She needs like 500 people to get there. So she'll be there in like a week. I still get some catching up to do. A lot of people aren't happy with my channel lately. So, all right. So this has been a big topic of conversation that's popped back up. A lot of people are analyzing this video of that stop in Indiana. I believe it was the second stop where we had the body cam footage that we actually got to see a quick clip of Mr. Kohberger. And what they've been pointing out in these videos is you have the left wrist, the right wrist, and I think there's a bruise on the face that people have been saying.
Yeah.
And I think the wrist that's closest to his door, I don't really see anything there, but I definitely do see something on that right wrist as a red mark or a scrape or a scratch.
It would
And what I
almost be
did,
like right here if you were raising your arms,
right.
right in here.
And then what I did was I actually have the video. I'm going to pull that up and we can slow it down and take a look, go back and forth. I'm sure a million other channels have done this already, but because this has become back up again in topic of conversation, I wanted to go through this again. So let me pull up that video and we will watch it. I'm not going to play the sound because it will go. All right, let's notice here. Now, I see some red there.
For sure.
And you get a good shot of it here when the sun actually comes in. I mean, you can see there's something there. I don't know if it's a scratch or a scrape. To me, it looks like a scratch. Or let me go back again. Excuse me. I went back too far, but this has been popping up all over Twitter everywhere right now. This has been like a hot topic on Twitter. I don't see anything on the left wrist. I think that's just a shadow, but you definitely can see something here on his right. You can see it right there. What do you think, Laura? Scratch, scrape? I mean, we're only speculating here.
It looks like an abrasion of some sort.
Something.
I mean, that would almost be one of the perfect spots for a defensive wound.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was getting at. Allegedly
a defensive wound.
Allegedly
if
a defensive wound.
He was in a struggle.
Yeah, Jamie says scratch maybe. Let's see. Just looking at the chat. Everybody's kind of rolling in. December 15th, 2022. Yep. That would be like almost a month out. A scab could form by then. Then someone was saying something about a bruise on his face, but I didn't see anything, any bruise. And I think that's the... but you can see that scrape there too. That scratch right there. And who knows? I mean, it could be he's picking at himself. It's stress. I mean, he could be one of these people that sit and do this. You know, again, I got to give the benefit of the doubt as well too. But it is just a really weird incident, and a lot of people have been talking about this lately too. Yeah, Patty says his right knuckles seem a little bit swollen. Tsunami says he's a hairy dude. And then people don't cut that part. High number of what's it say? High number of population does it. Oh, kind of picks at their skin. I mean, it could be something like that. I mean, I don't know, but it's a little weird. I'm gonna play it again. You get a really good shot of it, like right there. See it?
That's a good shot.
Yeah. So Kelly says, I pray that the evidence is ironclad so many times over. Listen, and this is what we've talked about in our chat, is that for the state to come forward with the death penalty on the table, they have to be absolutely 100% sure, beyond a reasonable doubt, that this is the guy that did this. And that's why I keep saying, all of this, all the evidence that we've seen so far through legal documents, it's all not there. And sometimes all evidence doesn't come out until the trial. So you got to keep that in mind. This case is still constantly being investigated. Believe me, there's always new evidence that will be entered into this case.
Yeah. I mean, for them to go ahead with the death penalty, they're not just trying to wing it. There's got to be a good solid reason they're going through with it.
So Danielle says at the beginning of the traffic stop, he tries to cover up with his sleeve. Let's go back and take a look. Maybe she's on to something here.
I think I recall seeing him shuffle with his sleeve like that.
Let's take a look. Not really any movement.
Dirty car, though. Very dirty car.
Yeah. Mr. Kohberger, you are dirty bird, you. Oh, boy. Let's take a look again. I see him kind of like holding his hand there, like down on his leg. I think maybe that's just probably natural reaction. You know, police officer coming up to the car. You just kind of have your hands there. So you're not looking like you're doing anything. But you can clearly see something there. I mean, I see it. I see a scrape or a scratch. I don't know. Idaho, right? Oh, God.
I don't know.
I don't know Idaho. All right, let's pull this back up. So just something to think about. But we'll get into this Jennifer Koppenaffer. So she actually has been tweeting out these timeline charts, and I found these to be very interesting. And I don't know if it's big enough. I would assume that it's big enough that everybody can read. But so she says, timeline chart 1. If Bryan Kohberger committed these murders, this could have been the route that he took to avoid camera detection. So we'll start at, let me do this. Let me just rearrange my screen so I'm not looking up constantly. Let me stop sharing this for a second. I'm going to back out of this and bring this down, and then I'm going to bring this up. Bear with me 2 seconds.
Frenchie 84 said the gag order wouldn't exist if the prosecution didn't have damning evidence that would harm him getting a fair trial. That's a very good point.
100%. All right, let me share this again, and we'll take a look at this. Okay, so Koppenaffer has been tweeting these out the last couple of days. I mean, her Twitter's been on fire. I love what she's doing.
Oh, she's on fire.
Yeah. So let's kind of piece this up a little bit and see if we can go through this. Laura, you can see it all right? Is it large enough?
Yeah, I might just have to zoom in a little bit physically, but I'm good.
Okay. All right, so 11/13/22 PCA timeline, 2:42 a.m. to 2:53 a.m. We're going to start at 1. Okay, PCA page 13 at approximately 2:42 a.m. The 8458 phone was utilizing cellular resources that provided coverage to 1630 Northeast Valley Road, apartment G201, Pullman, Washington. Hereafter, the Kohberger residence. Now we're going to move to number 2, PCA page 7 at approximately 2:44 a.m. on November 13th, 2022. A white sedan, which is consistent with the description of the white Hyundai Elantra, known as Suspect V01, was observed on WSU surveillance camera traveling north on Southeast Nevada Street and Northeast Stadium Way. Excuse me. And there's some notes here that say, note, suspect vehicle 1 is not observed on these 3 WSU campus cameras between 2:42 and 2:53 a.m. So she's trying to say that, indicating that he must have knew if Kohberger did do this, he would know where these security cameras were. I mean, listen, if I'm going to commit a crime, especially a murder or 4 murders, okay, if I'm going to commit a crime, I'm going to surveil that area. Now, we know in the PCA it states he's been in and around the King Road residence, 12 to 15 times on average. You know,
yeah.
I'm sure he was driving those areas. I'm sure he was looking around to see where there's any particular cameras. I'm sure he knew where all his cameras were on campus. I mean, that would make sense.
And a college campus I worked for, I could pull up they're not surveillance camera. Well, they are surveillance cameras. They're just public cameras that you can watch from your home wherever. So, I mean, it's, you know, and that's not as big of a school as Wazoo is. So it's completely plausible that students out there would know. And I would believe that him, with his criminal justice background, he would be interested where the cameras were on campus, just as a, you know, as part of surveillance being part of his type of field. So, yeah, if I knew where the cameras were and I wanted to avoid them, I'd be able to find that out.
I would think I would want to know the cameras if I was going to commit a criminal act and try to avoid them as much as I could.
Or even as a young woman, knowing where the cameras are to where you could walk where you were safe.
Sure.
So
Right.
it's not just for nefarious reasons, it's also for safety reasons, but sometimes they go hand in hand.
Right.
So where are we on this?
So Leader Love is saying, I understand the back and forth on YouTube, but what is the end game and completion on Twitter? The alphas calling out names like there was money at stake. Twitter is just another thing. I mean, it's a crazy entity of people that get on there. I try not to indulge myself in it so much. I'll tweet out like when I'm going live. That's about it. I don't get into back and forth shit with people. I don't have enough people that follow my account. So Mary's saying if the blue line is Coffin Avers making out BK's alleged route, she has it wrong. So I think what she's doing here is if you look at number 4, where it's really highlighted. So we'll go to
the 3 and the 4 don't correspond with a place on the map.
Right.
That's where I was confused at first. Like, what does it mean? It goes down and then back up and then back down again. No, the 3 and the 4 are not specific to a place. It's just about his phone.
The possible route.
If that's what you're looking at. But I know everybody was questioning the north and south on the right. Yeah, this helped that make sense to me, if that's what you mean. But I don't know. We'll have to wait for your next chat.
So yeah, Titanium saying what part is wrong. This is she goes, yes, it's very, very wrong. How is it very wrong? If you're thinking that she's routing out, she's saying this possibly could be the route that he took. It's not the route that they took. This could possibly be the route. So if we go on to 3 says the PCA at approximately 2:47 a.m. The 8458 number utilizes cellular resources that provide coverage southeast of Kohberger residence, consistent with 845 phone leaving Kohberger residence traveling south on Pullman, Washington. Number 4, the PCA at page 13 at approximately 2:47 a.m. The 8458 stops reporting to the network, which is consistent in either phone being in an area without cellular coverage. The connection of the network is disabled, such as putting the phone in airplane mode or the phone is turned off. And then she says, note, the route is possible route. There are other possibilities to not appear on the 3 WSU cameras, but then appear traveling north on southeast Nevada Street at Northeast Stadium Way at 2:44 a.m. See the PCA comment number 2 below. And then you have, if you keep traveling on, number 5 at approximately 2:55 a.m., the white sedan, which is consistent with the description of the white Hyundai Elantra known as suspect vehicle 1, was observed traveling southeast on Nevada Street in Pullman, Washington towards SR 270. SR 270 connects with Pullman, Washington to Moscow, Idaho. Am I boring you?
I'm yawning. I'd say it was a long day, but it really wasn't. So
yeah, Reva's saying that she says it's messed up on Stadium Way in southeast Nevada. PCA has the route different. I mean, that could be true. Do we pull the PCA up? Are you pulling it up?
Yeah.
All right. While Laura pulls that up, I'm gonna just keep playing through this here. So chart number 2 also included for continuity. The purpose of these charts is set forth the fact asserted that data via the probable cause affidavit easier to talk timelines when there is a visual context. Hope these charts help continue to help. So she says at excuse me, PCA timeline 2:58, and I can go back if you need that, Laura. 2:53 a.m. to 3:26 a.m. starting at number 6. PCA page approximately 2:53 a.m. white sedan consistent with the description of the white Hyundai Elantra known as suspect vehicle 1 was observing traveling southeast of Nevada and Pullman, Washington towards SR 70 and SR 70 to Pullman, Washington, and Moscow. So it says no, suspect vehicle 1 is not observed on Bishop Boulevard nor Johnston Road cameras between 2:53 and 3:26 a.m. I mean, it's a good half an hour. It's a good half an hour.
I'm laughing at, I was like, what's that? Happy Time Weed Dispensary Pullman.
Yeah, I know. I saw that earlier too.
Yeah, I've been getting all these notifications.
Maybe he stopped off there and puffed one up for about a half an hour.
I mean, maybe I keep getting these notifications probably from all of my Idaho searching that says if you're going to take your marijuana to Idaho for the holiday, leave it in Washington. Like, why am I getting these notifications? This has nothing to do with me in any way. And yeah, I keep getting them, but I think it's probably, and I'm sure Tsunami will chime in, it's legal in Washington, but not Idaho, I want to say.
Yeah, maybe.
Not something I follow, but
I don't smoke pot, so I could care less either way.
Same here. So I'm like, why do I keep getting these alerts telling me not to take my drugs to Idaho?
It's too much of this. This is what I mean. It's just too much. Where is it legal? Where is it not legal?
So I found this in the PCA. If you want to go back to the one.
Yep.
So I believe Mary said it has to do with the number 5.
Yep.
And I'm going to read what the PCA says. The PCA says investigators were given access to video footage on the Washington State University campus in Pullman, Washington. A review of that video indicated that at approximately 2:44 a.m. on November 13th, 2022, do we have that one? 2:44. Yep, that's number 2.
Yep.
A white sedan, which was consistent with the description of the white Elantra known as Suspect Vehicle 1, was observed on WSU surveillance cameras traveling north on Southeast Nevada Street at Northeast Stadium Way.
Yep, that's right there, number 2.
Okay.
Yep.
At approximately 2:53 a.m., a white sedan, which is consistent with the description of the white Elantra known as Suspect Vehicle 1, was observed traveling southeast on Nevada Street in Pullman, Washington toward State Route 270. And then it says State Route 270 connects Pullman to Moscow.
Yep.
So that is the same thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's verbatim. It's word for word.
I mean, I think everybody, I know I was hung up on the fact that he went north and then south, but it didn't make sense to me until I saw this map, because I never took the time to really map it out into this much detail like Koffendorfer did. But it looked like he circumvented circumvented WSU's campus where he knew the cameras were.
Right. And that's what she's trying to show.
Yeah.
This here, and then got around this area here where there was another camera.
Bottom. Yeah.
Right.
So he went the long way around.
The long way around to get around.
It looks as if he would have went a western route, it looks like there's a lot of places that would also have cameras.
Right.
So this looks like the least camera-ish route. And so then he went north and then south, but he really went southwest and then southeast.
Right.
But yeah, so now I understand what the PCA is finally talking about. Jennifer, where was this months ago?
Yeah, right.
Come on, Jennifer.
I mean, the funny thing is, there's probably other channels that have done this already, but they probably, I don't know, made up some conspiracy that over here was literally the tunnels where they were under the road to the house or whatever. I don't know. All right, so let's move along here and take a look. Again, it says suspect vehicle 1 is not observed on Bishop Road, and I read that. It's almost a half an hour. And then note this route is a possible route. There may be other possibilities to not appear on the Bishop Road nor on Johnston Road cameras in Washington. Excuse me, between 2:53 a.m. and 3:26 a.m. And then it keeps moving on. It says, no, according to the Google directions between the 2:53 a.m. and 3:26 a.m. camera sighting locations, there are multiple routes on 700 Indian Hills Drive ID from Southeast Nevada Street, Washington, ranging from 12 to 31 minutes. The timeline between cameras of observations is 33 minutes. Wow. So there you go. I mean, that's where that maybe that missing 30 minutes is.
Yeah.
So they included the map and the PCA. Yeah, but it's been, you tell me if you can fucking read that map. I can't read it.
That is a horrible looking
That
map.
map's terrible.
It looks like it was
a copy of
copied.
a copy of a copy
Yeah.
of a copy. It looks like things that you copied to your friends and gave them into like 1990. Here's that memo that I had, or that magazine article, and you're like trying to look at the picture and it's just a black blob.
Probably faxed at some point too.
Yeah. So that's really it. I mean, I had for Coffin Daffer. I mean, I thought that she's come up with some pretty good stuff lately, and that map, that just banging out that timeline. What else did I have?
Well, we have the video that got emailed.
Yes, we're gonna get to that in a second. And I thought I had a few other things here. Oh, how you feeling on this this touch DNA? Are we debating that anymore, or that's been a huge debate lately? So essentially, it
had to get there somehow.
Okay.
I mean, how could it plausibly? I mean, I've seen in cases where the rubber glove factory, somebody touched it and that's how they got it. But this is a little different. It's a knife sheath that was found at the scene of a murder.
Right. Hello. Oh, you got a full house. Full house.
Yes, they all come out when I go live.
So, the way that I look at it is that the big back and forth about this now is that it's touch DNA, that it's so, touch DNA is so unreliable. Everybody says, this is, excuse me, they're questioning how it got there. The way that I look at it is this knife sheath was found on a bed next to two people that are no longer with us. I'm trying to be censoring a little bit right now. She have children in the room, but this
it's okay. She hears it all the time anyway. Okay. They know who Bryan Kohberger is, don't you?
Just trying to.
Yeah, she nodded.
But it's found next to a bed with two people that are no longer with us, and it has this person's DNA that lines up with all of this evidence. So everybody's saying, excuse me, is questioning this touch DNA. And I just wanted to show you something that I was actually reading today in this case in Utah. And I'm gonna believe me, I'm gonna give you both sides to this. So I know everybody's gonna go, I always hear that. So a woman was touched at a university at University of Utah. Skin cells on her clothing helped investigators catch her attacker. Let me just bring this down. Sorry. My article is failing here. Come on. It's stuck in between my two screens right now, and I can't get to it. Anyway, all right. So it says, before a car alarm went off, she sent the man running. The woman bit her attacker's finger as he tried to muffle her screams for help. Police hope that some of the assailant's DNA might be left in the victim's mouth and help them identify the man. But by the time the SA nurse examiner arrived at the police station, the victim had finished eating a sandwich and drinking a soda, likely washing away any remaining. The nurse examiner didn't know it at the time, but she chose to do next to ensure that she collected any evidence she could from groping SA case in 2011 at the University of Utah, would change how investigators and forensic nurses in the Beehive State would handle these types of cases for years to come. What is so groundbreaking is that this nurse examiner collected touch DNA, said Julie Valentine, as Associate Dean Undergrad Studies and Research at Brigham Young University College of Nursing and a member of, Wasatch Forensic Nurses. Touch DNA, which is DNA from skin cells left behind on something that a person touched, had not traditionally been used in a groping and SA cases at the time, according to Valentine. But there have been nurse examiners who have left with very few options. But she remembered that the state crime lab had recently improved its DNA testing methods, so she tried something different. Valentine and Heather Mills, forensic scientist manager at UBFS, described what happened in the article published this spring in the Journal of Forensic Nursing. The nurse swabbed the victim's skin and clothing everywhere, and the victim said the man had touched her, and the nurse also collected the victim's clothing. The method seemed so unusual at the time that when the nurse called the crime lab to explain why she collected what she did, she told them, "You're going to think I'm crazy, but this is all we had to go on. It worked." The forensic scientist
Smart
found
thinking on her part.
absolutely. The forensic scientists found touch DNA from a man on the woman's clothing, and investigators could identify and charge her attacker. Linking his DNA to the assault was critically important to the success prosecution of this case, Mills said. For the last 3 years, Valentine has worked on projects with National Institute of Justice, creating a series of webinars and presentation to teach forensic nursing and people in other states and foreign countries about what happened in Utah and show how they can use touch DNA to investigate gropings and SAs. I want someone to know that if they are groped or fondled, they have the option to collect evidence, Valentine said, and they can get therapy and help they need to advocate to reduce their trauma. I've talked to victims of groping cases and really suffered from PTSD, Valentine said. It is a big deal and it's a terrifying event for someone. So hot touch DNA is used. According to Valentine, while the concept of touch DNA has been around for more than 20 years, it's generally not used much in investigating SA and Rs. Part of the reason is because previously, historically, it was always believed that we had to have bodily fluids such as saliva, blood, and semen to develop a DNA profile. But it changed as DNA analysis methods have become more sensitive and advanced over the years. Touch DNA has become a resource that is not only in SAs, but is in other violent crimes as well, said Blake Nakamura. Thank you. Chief Deputy at Salt Lake City District Attorney's Office, and indeed one of the first cases that had used this we have used it in a homicide. The case, according to Nakamura, Johnny Wall, who was convicted in 2015 of a high-profile killing in Ute von Schweidler, his ex-wife.
Uta von Schwedler,
his ex-wife. Wall's lawyer dispute DNA evidence gathered from skin cells found underneath the fingernails and on the pillowcases. And I'm sure that we are all hoping that there's some DNA under those fingernails in the Idaho case. Even with advanced DNA analysis today, prosecutors still have to look at the evidence in the case, deciding whether to charge or try someone. Touch DNA is just another piece of that now. In 2011 cases at U, the victim could not identify her attacker in a photo lineup, so touch DNA evidence was crucial, according to Valentine and Mills. When using touch DNA, it's important to think about the context, Valentine said. For instance, it may be more helpful in situations we would not expect to find someone's DNA, she said, such as when a victim is groped or SA'd by a stranger, or when no contact order is involved. On the other hand, touch DNA might not be as meaningful in assault when a victim lives within their attacker, where you expect to find their DNA, according to Valentine. Other factors come into play too, she said. Touch DNA is more likely to be found on rough surfaces like a sweater than a smooth surface, such as a watch, Valentine said. In 2011, the case at University of Utah, forensic scientists collect DNA samples from lace on the woman's underwear. So I'm not going to go on to read the entire article here because it is very long. I don't want to put everybody to sleep, but oh God, I can't get this to close now. Hang on one second. Ay. My screen got stuck here. It's like halfway. Come on. Maybe I can close it here. Oh boy. I'm in between screens here. Sorry. Come on. And then what I want to show is, come on. Don't be annoying. Oh, the joys of live streaming sometimes. Oh, I just need to grab this screen. Come on. My screen's like stuck halfway in between my other screen, so that's what's causing me this trouble right now. Sorry. I can't get out of this damn screen. And I can't shut down all of this because it will screw everything up. Do. Hang on a second. See if I can get it this way. Oh. Well, guess what? I'm going to end up shutting this down.
I like what Danielle just said. She said, being that Kaylee was a true crime buff, I'm praying Kaylee knew to scratch him. I mean, maybe that's what I believe. Didn't Steve Gonsalves say she put up one hell of a fight?
And I'm back.
Oh, there's two Bryans now.
Yeah, no, I got to remove that. Am I good now? All right. Sorry about that.
This one.
So what I wanted to do too, and if I can find the wiki, because everybody's going to go, you always so for the prosecution. Well, let's talk about
when Touch DNA accuses somebody that's not guilty.
Right. So, but I want to bring that up and I want to talk about it because what's interesting to me about it, and let me see if I can, sorry for that dead spot in the stream. So right here, I want to talk about this. Touch DNA. In December 2012, can you see my screen there? Yeah, okay. So December 2012, a homeless man named Lucas Anderson was charged with murder of a Silicon Valley multimillionaire based on DNA evidence. Anderson, who was drunk and nearly comatose, hospitalized under constant medical supervision the night of the murder. Anderson's DNA was accidentally transferred to the crime scene by a paramedic who arrived at the residence. The paramedic also treated Anderson earlier that same day, accidentally transferring Anderson's DNA to the crime scene hours later. The case was presented to the annual American Academy of Forensic Science meeting in Las Vegas as a definitive example of DNA transfer implicating an innocent person. So we have it from both sides there. But here's my question. All right. And I know everybody that's, kind of in the Kohberger fanboy corner. But here's my question, though. So they're saying that in this case happened. They had contact with Mr. Anderson earlier that day. They assisted at a murder scene later that night. So let's go to the knife sheath now. That would mean that Bryan Kohberger, his person or his DNA would have had to come in contact with that knife sheath earlier that day. So that means that he had to have been in and around the area or in the circle of those people for that knife sheath to get there on that bed and touched by him somehow. It's not like it's not like someone met him a week ago and said, hey, can you touch this? And they put it into a sealed vacuum cleaner bag and then unsealed it and fucking walked to the bed and put it on the bed after these two people were fucking murdered in that room. It's impossible. It's fucking impossible. So the shit needs to stop. It's impossible, Laura. Am I wrong? Am I wrong here?
There would have to be some type of where he came in contact with someone who came in contact with the sheath. He would have had to come in contact with the sheath. Wouldn't that have already come out?
Right. And wouldn't they be that person's DNA on the sheath?
At some point,
This is this is virtually impossible. Like, it cannot happen. It can't happen. I don't see it. Am I missing something here? Did I miss something? I'm looking at the camera. Am I missing something here? Help me. This is what I want. The people that say touch DNA is unreliable, okay? I need to know in the comments, how did Bryan Kohberger's DNA get on that knife sheath, and then that knife sheath end up on the bed next to 2 murdered victims? Tell me how, because no one's explained it to me. I keep asking. No one has explained this to me. No one has explained this to me. I need to know, like, because everybody yells at me. The only thing that I hear is touch DNA is so unreliable. Well, tell me how it got there then. That's what we need to figure out. How did it get there? So I'm challenging all the people that say that touch DNA is unreliable, that this is a big setup and all this. I'm leading people right now, but I need to know. Just show me in the comments. How did it happen? How did it happen?
Good question. How did his touch DNA get on there?
Right. How did it get on there? So tell me, how did it get there? Leave it in the comments after the video posts. Let me know, because I can't figure it out how it got there. He had to have come in contact with that knife sheath within a period of time. Let's say 24 hours, 48 hours. Okay. And then the person that if Bryan Kohberger is not the person that did this, they kept that knife sheath somewhere in some sealed bag to conserve that DNA, and then went in and did a bloodbath inside this house, and then just went, well, you know, we got this. And they pull it out from the bag. They pulled it out from the bag, and they went, is that knife sheath? Just conveniently place it there on the bed and walk away.
Oh, Victorine said Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is usually the most, is usually the explanation.
So Patty says, Sleuthy says, he delivered the DoorDash and the cops transferred it from the DoorDash delivery bag to the sheath. That is fucking virtually impossible.
If he was the DoorDash delivery driver, I believe it would have already come out.
So that's transfer of a transfer of a transfer. I wonder how much that evidence would break down. That DNA would break down by the time we got there. I mean, again, I'm not a scientist. I'm not law enforcement. I'm not an FBI agent, nothing. Well, maybe we are. I don't know. Are we? I know you are, because you're an agent.
Yes, I am an agent.
Am I missing anything? Josephine says this is ridiculous.
I'm back at the PCA.
All I get is comments of people saying that touch DNA is unreliable. You haven't explained to me how the sheath got on the bed next to these people with his DNA on it.
If he was the DoorDash delivery driver.
Hey, we broke 100 people tonight. Yes, we got 100 people in here.
If he was the DoorDash delivery driver, it wouldn't be worded Kernodle, who received a DoorDash order at the residence at approximately 4 a.m. and then parentheses, law enforcement identified the DoorDash delivery driver who reported this information.
He's not the DoorDash driver.
I know. They would have said Bryan Kohberger, a DoorDash delivery driver.
Dude, believe me, you don't think the media would have, if the media would have known this, they wouldn't be running with that DoorDash driver kills 4. Mm-hmm. It would be all over the news, bro. It would be all over the news. News at 11, DoorDash driver kills 4. I mean, you would hear it constantly. You would hear this constantly. So, I don't know. I don't get it, Laura. Yeah, Kelly says it's so dumb.
I don't get it.
All right, are we pulling up this video of this?
Let's do it.
Video of King Road. That's supposedly King Road, and we got now a new video. Wow, Reba's got a whole bunch of stuff she sent me. Picture of the person. All right. So let's see what she's got here. Oh God, that's blurry. I can't see that. But we'll pull up the video. Let's see if it's still up. If it's not up, I already burned it. And all right, let's take a look. Let's see if this is. So they say it's Linda Lane. Do we know where the map is? Should I pull up the map?
Yep, let's look for Linda Lane, Moscow.
All right.
I found it.
You
on
got
my
it. Can you want to?
Yeah, I'll
It's
drop it.
behind King Road, Reba said. Yeah, Pat. It would take entirely too many steps for that to happen perfectly for it to be so. He's talking about the touch DNA. It's virtually impossible. I don't know why people keep running with this theory. Like, they're going to debunk and decredit this whole thing.
Melinda.
So Titanium saying it's to the side of King Road. It's a different parking lot that's behind King Road. All right, let me bring this up. Do you got it on the map?
Yeah. You'll see Linda Lane coming down like a reverse.
Let me see if I can.
Like a J. It's shaped like a sharp J. And then 1122 is to the left of that.
All right, let me pull up the map. We'll look at the map first, then we'll pull up this video. Uh-oh. We can't look anymore.
Yeah, I can tell you where to go from there.
Yeah.
I have...
Let me just drop in.
Okay, let me get my bearings here.
So we're looking at King Road House.
You got to go to Taylor.
You
have to do a complete turnaround. Yep, I think is that Taylor?
Keep Taylor's going this way. Taylor's along with the Banfield.
So go down to make a right onto Taylor.
Come on.
It'll be the first right you can make, but it's a little bit further down.
It's here, Linda Lane.
Yep.
I wonder if we can go up there.
There we go. We're going up Linda Lane. And now Linda Lane
comes up here, right?
Yep. And it overlooks King Road then. Yep, now you're on the J.
Yeah, it won't let me go up there. It just stops here. So that's where this video is. All right. Let's look at this. Let's see. See if it's bullshit or not. I don't know. Let's go back. Let's see. 2:37 a.m. Oh, 4:02 a.m. We'll go back a little bit. So the title of this video is Linda Lane camera footage 11/13/22. Suspect vehicle 1 seen on King Road. Now I can't make out any of the license plates. I think this fenced area here would help kind of line up and see if this is bullshit or not. I'm sure everybody else in the chat has already looked. Let me just bring this up and I'll bring some sound up. So we'll listen. Several of those buildings have cameras, Patty said. This seems too far from me to be his car. Yeah, it's kind of far from the house. Maybe we can look at an aerial. Yeah, Tsunami says this is nothing. So Mary's saying that she sent an email of a diagram explaining the whole PCA Southeast Nevada route. All right, we'll pull that up after.
I'm trying to match up where this came from.
Yep. I'm going to speed this up so we're not standing here waiting our whole lives. Your car's going to come to the left. I do remember that.
I don't think I can get up in there through Google Maps.
Probably not. So Mary says, I saw that video earlier, but I have no idea where this cam would be. Oh, here we go. Here's the car. That's the car to the left. I mean, that don't even look like a white car.
I can't even tell
Black.
what that is.
It's right here. It's black. It's going to come to the left. Here it comes. Oh, maybe it is white. Look on the map for the house, maybe the drone footage. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good point out. Titanium. So someone said you can see a person in this too. I don't know. Hang on. Let's play this through and see what happens.
Oh.
Well, it stopped here. It's like it stopped. Oh, there it goes. It's turning around now. I don't know.
I mean, you can't really see anything.
I already know what's going to happen, though. A million people are going to pull this up in the chat. Go see? There it is right there. That's not the car. That is the car. Can already see it now. We have new footage. This video, Blake says this video is clear as mud. The person releasing the footage, it's a YouTube channel. Oh, God. Wait, what's all this saying? I did hear whistling at 4:35 and 4:37. Maybe someone was taking their dogs to the potty. You can hear a dog barking in the background. It would be interesting to see if the SUV came up. This is insane. I hear so many different things, but Dylan didn't, nor Bethany. Great live with Brat today. Hope to see you again. I swear, just watching this video, this time goes so quickly. I can't comprehend how. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see much here. Let me see if I can find that video of the drone footage.
Is that on the walkthrough?
No, it's I got it here. It was this one, remember?
Yeah.
So it would be to the left, right?
Yes, it would be up in here. I'm scrolling through a bunch of tabs right now.
Got it.
And I'm trying to.
Yeah, I don't think we're not going to see any. I mean, you have to get that wide shot. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, it clipped before it went to wide. You can't see.
Linda Lane.
Yeah, it backs off.
Oh, where is that? All right, I gotta get my notepad out here because I might be able to get some couple things here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna really get anything out of this. Oh wait, maybe. Hang on.
Okay. Is that Sigma Chi right there?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool roads
So
up there. Linda Lane
it'd
is,
be like here, wouldn't it?
I think it's above the,
It's not here.
no, it's above those. Where is it?
So here's Taylor.
Okay, so these are the 2 Queen Road apartments. Those
Right.
two,
Let me
2
back
brick
up.
with yellow buildings. It's directly to
Every time it gets the shot that I want and it cuts. So
the
like
end of Linda Lane is directly to the left of the back one. So right, if you between the O and the S, Idaho students at the title, if you draw a line from the O to the S, drop it right down. That is where the cul-de-sac of Linda Lane is, right
here,
there. Yep.
where this kind of tree is.
Yeah.
Interesting. Tony says, people are going to see and hear all kinds of different things with those.
Right.
What you got?
Oh, I need more time to work on this, but I'll do my sleuthing like I always do, and figure out. Oh, I
I
just
wonder
found it.
what the addresses would be up there.
Oh, that's what I have. I have all the addresses on Linda Lane right now.
Because I want to see if I can find up actually photos of the house, maybe if they were for sale in that area.
Yeah, it'll
Linda
be
Lane.
easy with that crisscross. Okay, that would be Taylor, I believe. Yeah, that's going to be Taylor.
Images.
13.
Well, guess who's already on it?
Who?
Hang on. I got it. I got something. Shout out to JRL. JLR, I'm sorry.
You
He's
know,
got it.
he sometimes has some cool stuff.
Got it.
Yep, I'm looking at that exact house.
I am on Linda
Let's play it.
Lane in Moscow, Idaho. I am 1 block away from the home where 4 college students
This is where we needed to
got
be.
brutally stabbed during the early morning hours of November 13th, 2022, inside a home. Police have made no arrests, haven't publicly identified any suspects.
So this is early on. This has got to be an early on video. This is 6 months ago. 6 months ago.
And haven't recovered the murder weapon. And they're looking for a white Hyundai Elantra. Now, why am I at Linda Lane, 1 block away from the Moscow home? The Moscow home is right over there. This is 1 block away to the east of the home. Why? Because surveillance.
Look at that.
Right there. Surveillance.
There it is right there. See it? Ooh, this is getting...
You can't park a car under there, though.
Yeah, but that will catch that.
Oh, well, yeah, that one will. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
This is getting spicy, Laura. I like this.
Oh, I know.
See? We come up with some pretty good shit sometimes. We figure shit out.
Sure.
Honestly, this is what you're getting. This is what we do behind the scenes. Like, we do this all the time. Play some video. See if we can find the video. Yeah, it would be to like the right of this.
On its camera. It has been reported that the owner of this apartment complex behind me reviewed surveillance footage, and this footage goes a straight shot to Taylor right there. That's Taylor. And they said the owner, owner of this home, his name, I'll just say Kane F, says around between 2:45 and 3:15 a.m. on November 13th, 2022, a white vehicle.
Yeah, so my email is letstalklivepodcast@gmail.com. letstalklivepodcast@gmail.com. You can send that to me. We'll pull it up. Let's Talk Live Podcast @gmail.
went past the house, went past here, towards the
Laura, I
Moscow
got you
house.
muted
So
when you
going
need to
from
come back.
east
Just
to
turn your
west,
camera on.
actually from 2:45 to 3:15.
Oh,
saw
I got
a
it's
white
1330
on
Linda
surveillance.
Lane is where the camera is from.
1330.
Yes, it's the last house on the left.
Yeah.
If anybody got that reference.
Last house on the left. Wah, wah, wah.
Go this way. The owner said that, but the owner did not say that the vehicle was seen leaving at any time on surveillance, leaving out. So I thought that was interesting because the owner also said that his surveillance picked up a sedan car that went past this way at 1:45 a.m. and then went back that way. And the owner stated on the record that that was probably the rideshare that took Kaylee and Madison home that day. So, surveillance. I'm going to spin this around. You can clearly see a security camera right there.
There it is.
And that camera faces out to Taylor. Right over there is Blake. You turn there. You can make a left and you can go.
So the thing that I'm not seeing on the video that we just watched is
It's
that
cars parked.
fence.
Yes,
That
because
fence.
he's at 1320 Linda Lane. This footage is supposedly from 1330 Linda Lane, the next house up.
This one. Can you find that fence in any photos?
That's
If I
what I'm
can
working
find
on.
that fence, I'll believe that this photo is real.
That's what I'm
this
working
video
on.
is real. Yeah. If you can find that fence, I'll believe this video is real. But right now, I mean, that could be anything. Anybody could superimpose LL1 1330. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And just throw that up there and go, this is a Kohberger video to get clicks and views, you know. Let me see. I think someone sent me an email. Let's see. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Nothing yet. Oh, Patrick sent me. All right, he's got a news article here. Let's pull that up. Patrick, thanks for sending that over. We'll pull this up and see what Fox News was reporting. So this is back on. Holy shit, that's loud. Yeah. What was that?
That was me taking a screenshot of 1330.
Got it. Idaho murders, white car spotted in footage obtained by police on day one, on police 1 day after killings. Moscow, Idaho police have not publicly identified a suspect in the November 13th quadruple homicide. This is December 16th, 2022. First, on Fox, the owner of the property near the home where the 4 University Idaho students were slaughtered last month told Fox News Digital he turned over surveillance video showing a white car drive by around the time of the murders. Moscow, Idaho detective reached out to the landlord, Kane. I'm not going to say his last name, but you guys can see it there. November 14th, and asked for surveillance footage records from a camera perched atop a 6-unit rental building at Linda Lane, which is a third of a mile from the murder scene. I downloaded it and gave them access to everything 2 a.m. through noon on that Sunday, 13th. Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan were stabbed to death inside 1122 King Road on November 13th between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. And there's the picture. Wow, that's a nice clear picture of that camera.
And what does that say the address is?
His address?
The address of this camera.
Oh gosh, I just slipped my mind. It would be 1320.
Okay, well, I just sent you the link to pictures of 1330.
Okay. Let me just read this really quick.
Sure, go ahead.
The car was described both as white and light colored, traveled west on Taylor Road sometime between 2:45 a.m. and 3:15 a.m., he said. Only a side view of the car is visible in the footage. Investigators told told they plan to run the video through their special analysis tools to enhance the image. It's unclear if the white car in the footage is the same Hyundai Elantra police are trying to track down. You had the earliest interest in a white four-door sedan. There's so many like pop-ups. You had early interest in this white four-door sedan. It seemed like it may be additional supporting evidence for the vehicle police are seeking. The FBI enhancement determined that it's a white Hyundai Elantra. Retired New York Police Department Detective Herman Weisberg told Fox Digital he added the footage that may be source of original Hyundai lead. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm not going to read too much of that. I'm going to pull up what Laura just sent me here. All right, we got this. All right, let's pull this up. Linda Lane.
Okay, click on the photos.
Okay.
Now go to like the last one.
Very dated apartments. Huh?
You'll know. Yep, there we go. Those poles. Now, now, do you want to pull up that video again?
Yep.
I'm trying to get a view from the parking lot, but that's not really a selling thing.
That's what we need, that fence.
Yep.
But there's the poles that you're talking about.
You need that fence. I will get you that fence.
Let's see. So those could be the poles. It's quite possible. I wonder if we can see that beam. We're going to go back and forth here. I think those are the poles. Shit, man. This could be authentic video. Breaking news on the Let's Talk Live podcast channel. Now, watch. We'll have all the other streams going. Hey, we figured this all out. I guarantee you, no one's talking about this tonight. Yeah, I think those are the polls. What do you guys think? I'm gonna put out. You know what I'll do? Let me throw a chat up there. Let me throw a chats. Let me throw a poll at the top. A poll for a poll. Oh! A poll for a poll. Oh, jeez. It's a knee slapper. That was terrible.
What is this?
All right. Yes. No. I'm going to ask poll at the top. Do you think those are the polls in the video? So let's show you again. Here's the apartments here. That's the polls that we're trying to identify in the video. And I'll go back to the video.
I was going to say, yeah, I have another. I want to compare it to something else I just saw.
And I go back to the video here. So do you think those are the polls in the polls? She said, Victorine says, don't dance around the poll subject. How many poll jokes can we get here? This case. Yeah. So we got right now, we have 18 votes. We have 89% say yes. Ooh, it went to 90. Everybody is live talking about this video right now. Of course they are, because they watched my channel and then they take my shit. I swear, I think like what these people do is they pop up everybody's little thing when everybody's live and they go, all right, what are they doing? What are they doing? Okay, I'm going to bring it in right now. Are they pulling up apartment photos too, Tanya? Are they doing that? Are they taking that idea from us too? Like the Looking Back series, right, Laura?
Oh, yeah.
Looking Back. I wonder who the first person was to do that. And then all of a sudden, in 2 weeks, everybody miraculously went through with these all looking back stream. Oh, we got to look back. We got to look back. It's 7-part series on it. All right, what are we doing here?
I'm just keeping on
Oh,
looking.
here they are again. The polls and the polls. 90% say yes. 10% say negative. Piggyback channels. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. DT said they saw a man around 420 running.
Ooh.
All right, let's look at the running man. Let's look at the running man. See
Let's
if we can
get
find
in position for the
All right,
running
let's
man.
find the running man. 424. Let's find the running man. All right, here we go. Let me see. 407, 420, 425.
wait.
Oh, we missed them. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we'll wait. There's another car. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's multiple cars in the area that night. You know what that means?
I mean, with the way the headlights look, it looks like a 3-point turn almost, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That car was kind of hightailing it out of there. I don't know. Okay.
Let's wait and see. So Titanium says she wants to see the first picture again. I'll go back to it. I'm waiting to see the running man.
That was a bug.
Did I miss it?
No, I saw a bug.
Oh.
I didn't see a man.
I haven't seen anybody running.
Anybody see it?
Did I miss it? I'm going to go back. I'm going to play the minute again. All the way to the left, they say. All the way to the left. So we'll wait. I saw a bug. Victorine says she saw. Chosen says he ran so fast it looked like lightning. I blinked and I missed it. All right, let's look. Where's the running man? Oh, is that what it was? That thing?
I saw a bug.
That's a bug. Right there. That's a bug.
That's a bug.
That's a bug. That's all I see.
Oh.
Ready? I'm going to play it again. That's a bug. Oh, I think what you're talking about right here. I do see some movement right here. Like right in this little area. Right there. But that's probably just the camera shifting. But that other thing's a bug. That's a bug.
That is not the flash.
That's
it is
not
a bug.
A flash. It's a bug. At 423. Everybody's saying 423 now. All right, let's go back. Oh, ay caramba. All right, ready? Before the car started. All right. I'm going to go back a little bit more. 422. Let's take a look. Oh, boy. These are the things we do for... I saw a light right there. I saw a light. I just see someone. I see light,
I see movement and light.
like a flashlight.
But could that be a car? Now it looks like that's somebody walking, getting into a car.
Yeah, it's just someone getting into a car right here. And I can't brighten the video. It's someone getting in their car, leaving. I don't know, Laura. Did you see anything?
I didn't, but now in the corner, when the lights go on, I can almost see the brick in this building.
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to get where there's light shining onto the top left corner.
Yeah, hang on one second. Let me get my view better. There we go.
Because the brick building from this point of view, it would be brick, and then there would be these orange slats coming down, reminiscent of past times architectural themes.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? Go back to where the...
That's a little bit more lit up. Are there lines coming down here on this brick?
I don't know what brick you're talking about.
Okay.
To the left?
I'll grab this photo and drop it in here.
Yeah. No, you got to put a link.
Let me grab okay, hold on here.
Yeah. I'm just going to know what you're talking about.
I'm going to drag the photo in here to... I'm going to drag the photo in here if it lets me.
You can't drag a photo in the chat.
So, not even to Discord?
In Discord, you can, yeah. Or you have to hit the little plus button in Discord and upload it.
It's letting me grab it.
Oh, Mary says she just sent a picture of it. All right, hang on. Poll from the building. Oh, cool. She's got it. Good work, Mary. I got it. Hang on. I got something here. Great. Mary's been our special assistant tonight. Hang on a second. Thank you, Mary. See, we like when the chat gets involved too. All right, let's take a look at this. Ah, there it is. Yep. So I'm going to say that is an authentic video from that time.
Yeah, there's the... Yep. There's the parking up there. Here's the crisscross fence. That's it.
Yep. Good job. Thank you, Mary. Everybody's giving her congratulations.
Good job.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, so I mean, it looks authentic. I mean, the only thing that we don't know is someone could have went in with any editing software, took this video, planted that, you know, that
on it.
the timestamps on them. You know, you don't really know. That's the only thing. I mean, we really don't know. But it definitely seems to be the area. That was great work by Mary to grab that picture.
But it's definitely 1330 Linda Lane.
Yeah, it's definitely that secure camera in that area. Yeah, you got me yawning. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we essentially verified the video. It is from that area. We just don't know what night it's on, what night it's from, or if it's going to have any relevance to anything. But I'm sure there'll be weeks and weeks talking about this video on YouTube. What do you think, Laura? Do you think?
Oh, for sure. I'm trying to get how long of a walking distance it would be. I mean, if you would go from 1122 King Road all the way out King, all the way out Queen, down through Taylor and backing up, it's a 6-minute walk. But if you cut through the woods there, even, it's got to be a minute.
Yeah, Frenchie, we know it says that down there below. I'm assuming that this video is from there, but we're seeing the timestamp at the top, and you can put that in any editing software and add a timestamp to it. I'm not saying that that happened, but I'm just saying, you know, that it could be a possibility, and we're not sure if this is going to even have any relevance to the case. I mean, it may, you know, police may have got this video. How it got out, I don't know. You know, I would assume that it's probably someone from that area that lives at that home or got a copy of it somewhere and put it out. Yeah. Terry Dean says, who's going to be the first to do a daytime overlay on it? Yeah. She says, Titanium says, I see rafters there too. Yeah, there are rafters up in that photo that we confirmed. So yeah, so Frenchie says she gets it now. Yeah, I mean, I'm not negating what you're saying. Like, I get it. It does say that right there, but anybody could throw that in an editing software. But, you know, we have confirmed that it is definitely authentic video from that area. But we just don't know when this was. I mean, anybody could throw a timestamp on that. So Mary says, I sent you a link to the video that I took a picture from. All right, let's see what she's got. Mary coming out of the woodwork tonight. Thank you. Oh,
Killing
man.
it, Mary.
I'm getting so tired all of a sudden. Pull from the building.
The adrenaline rush is over.
That rush. All right, cool. I got another video here. Let me bring this up. And Mary, just tell me where I need to go. Did you times? Let's see if she timestamped. Just in case you want to see the area again, he drives around it. Okay, yeah, cool. This is Chris McDonough's channel, The Interview Room.
Can, and they were walking by and they threw it in, missed the trash can. Is the suspect taunting the authorities by, placing?
Do you know where it is, Mary, the timestamp? Because I haven't watched this video. Hey, how are you? Good to see you here.
Hi.
Now I'm fading. I'm getting tired. And I know the minute I get offline, I'm going to be like, I'm going to be fine. 18, she said 18. Oh, okay, I got it here.
Awesome.
I see it. Okay, let's.
It's all student housing. They're private homes, but obviously they're rented out to the
there
students.
It is right there.
Boom.
Thing here is if I were to keep going to the right, it would take me around.
Let me just do this really quick. We have 171 people watching and literally only 82 likes. Let's get this up to 100 likes. Let's get it to 100 likes. So just smash that like button down below. I would appreciate it. We'll get this up to 100 likes, and I'll gift out some memberships tonight. And I've been recording members only content once a week for everybody. So we're at 90. We'll get it to 100. I'm going to end that poll because we basically confirmed it anyway. We're at 97. Let's get it up over to 100. And I'm going to gift out some memberships. I'm being generous tonight. Maybe let's give out a bunch.
Ooh.
Don't do it.
You did it.
No, I didn't. Let's give some memberships out. I got 5 coming at ya. 5 people are gonna get memberships. Members. We got some new members in the house. No way. Rolo. Dina. Nina. Dina and Nina in Crystal's corner. Yes. Welcome to the memberships. Members. Give out those members. All right, let's play this through and then we'll wrap this up in a few minutes. Titanium built in the house, by the way. Go over and subscribe to her channel if you haven't checked her out. Let's get her over to 10,000 subscribers. And then let's get my channel to 10,000 subscribers. Let's do this. All right, let's play this.
To a parking lot that is behind 1122. Okay. So if I go to the right, it takes me behind the house, the target house. what I wanted to do is show you here
Mary
to the
Beth,
left.
welcome
This is ice.
to the member.
Okay. And I'm in a 4-wheel drive truck. So I come in and I actually have to put into 4-wheel drive to back out. So the weather that day is significant,
Thank you so much,
especially
Mary Beth. Appreciate you.
at 3 o'clock to
If you're
6 a.m.
all
In fact,
sorry, if you're all wondering about my members only content, if you go on my landing page, it's all the way at the bottom. We do members only streams. I got a weekly updates that I do over there. You can check all those out. So, all right, we're going to play this for a couple more minutes and then we're going to wrap this one up and put it in the books.
it was icy fog, and I believe it was in the 20s. So that's significant in understanding not only the victimology and catching the type of clothing the victims are wearing, the girls, but also understanding what the suspect might be wearing and why that's so significant. And so I want to make sure everybody's on, target there. It's cold right there that evening. And you'll see where some of the cars were parked, where the snow had fallen when we were there. And by the way, this was Thanksgiving, so it was a ghost town.
Have a good night,
then,
Dr. Bob. Thank you.
because most of the kids were home with their families.
We
And
love you. And
I
we
say
love your
kids
puppy
because
dog.
we have 4 children. So, I can do that. Don't beat me up on
Thank you,
social
Mary
media
Beth, for your
because I
gifting
said that.
membership. We appreciate
Anyway, that said, any other thoughts, honey? Well,
welcome, David, to the members group. You can check out all the members only content down on my landing page, my homepage.
well, the car's pulling around.
Laura, our first episode when we came back and I relaunched the channel, episode 1, right? That video almost has 70,000 views on it. Almost 70,000 views.
That's crazy.
It's so awesome. I only wish that all my other videos could get 70,000 views on it. All right, let's keep playing this, and then we're gonna wrap this up in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody understands based on what we've explained that this is all like behind the house and the
look at this.
road. This is the dead end Chris had just mentioned. So if you we just drove past the house, you come up to this exact area. It's almost like a landing area. It's parking for, you can run the video, honey. It's parking for all this housing. And so what we're doing is you'll see he's turning around and then we park, and then you'll see the vantage point from this area walking back down towards the house.
So you have one way in, one way out.
Wait a minute.
Suspect.
Wait. I think this is what AZ wanted to see. These apartment buildings.
Yes.
Ooh. I got to save this video for him because he's been talking about this. And
Yeah,
this
about
is
getting
the
up in
apartment. This is where he wanted to see, right?
Yes.
Yes. Good stuff. I'll let him know because he's really curious about this area. All right, let's keep playing this out, see where he kind of goes down.
Takes that into consideration if there's a vehicle involved. That's a high risk. A high risk.
I'm not going to play the audio because there's music on it right now, but you can see the house right there, straight ahead.
Yeah, that's the. Yep.
It's King Road right there. And AZ had the speculation that he came up and might have turned around in this area. I think this is the area he was talking about. Yeah, this is. I'm sorry. King Road's here to the left.
I was gonna say the house is.
Yeah.
over to the
This,
left.
I'm sorry. This is the house what I was pointing to. This is a house that's now all currently blurred out in the Google Maps.
And I have an update with the blurred out thing. I just got to get you this photo.
Got it. So my bad on that. I've lost my sense of direction for a second. No, I was pointing at this house because I was going to say this is the house that's blurred out by Google. This is the house here that has that camera on the reverse side of this wall right here. And that's been blurred out too.
There's another one that's blurred out, and I'm going to show you that in just a moment.
Cool. Let's see what they're talking about here.
Around that building, I would have come down.
This fucking music. Don't play music.
There were other, apartment
playing
complex
music.
right there.
Oh, I'm gonna get nailed. Sorry, I'm trying
Time where I'm showing this little street here. This is actually kind of a side street. Remember, if I would have gone around that building, I would have come down this side street. And so one of the things I wanted to understand from a, investigator position is, what did the suspect see? And what would the individual have been thinking? In this particular case, at the time, there were all kinds of cars parked along the right side of that.
Tanya, is someone picking on you? Do I have to boot someone out of here? What's going on in the chat? I can't tell. Hey, Pamela, how are you? What's going on in the chat?
I'm sorry, I didn't see anything.
Well, my mods will take care of it.
Yeah, they'll take care of it while we're here.
So Rolo is whipping up the chat saying, "Oh, by the way, I'll forward you some facts that will be proven at trial. BF exculpatory evidence. She heard furniture moving, names, and saw 3 emails, 2 from Sigma Chi. Ethan, big fight before he died at SC." Okay. All right. You've got it all. Listen, there is no need for you to watch this show tonight. You have figured it all out. So you can just click it off now and you can leave the chat. You've clearly solved the case. Right, Laura? The case is solved. Rolo saved it.
This sounds pretty solved.
Yeah. So why would you continue to watch, right? Okay. Simba 64, thank you so much. She said, "Good show tonight." Thank you. Well, thank you. We appreciate you. And then Angel D is saying, "All the videos of the area have been taken down as far as I can see." Well, they have the overhead camera still. We just played that a little while ago. Chris Madonna's video is still here. So, maybe some of that stuff's been removed, but Angel D says that's old 4chan.
Are you in your Gmail right now, Brian?
Yeah, I can get in there. Something you want to send me?
Yeah, I just sent you the picture.
I'm gonna put this video in the chat so we don't forget, so AZ can actually take a look at that later on, because I know he's been very curious about that area.
There, if you want to open up the 620 Ridge Road document I just sent you.
Yeah. So Deborah Hall says, "I love your show. Thanks to all of you." Thank you. We appreciate you. Let's take a look. I'm just waiting for it to load. Documents. Sure. Open Ridge Road.
You can blow up the picture within it too.
Okay. Just tell me where I'm going and what.
Okay, just center where the reddish orange thing is. Scroll down a little bit. Okay, so we see up here, we have the 1122 King Road in yellow.
Yep.
Then we have the Queen Road Apartments.
Mm-hmm.
The building directly to the right of that is 1330 Linda Lane, which is where this camera is from. The surveillance camera we just watched.
Right.
And directly below that, you see this little red dot. That is 620 Ridge Road. That is the only house on that road, which Ridge and Walenta are kind of the same road. I think this one is a Ridge Road, but the rest are Walenta because there's like that little cul-de-sac within Walenta. But anyway, all the houses you can view except for this one here with the orange dot, 620 Ridge Road. So that kind of aligns with 1330. There was some type of activity happening in that little street there, back there behind the Queen Road Apartments Did you see where I
Thank
mean? That
you.
little street in the middle.
Yeah.
So
The,
they probably have a surveillance camera on the
well,
back of their
yeah,
house.
we talked about that. I know we
Yeah.
talked about that in our offline chat one
Yeah.
night. Yeah.
But this all makes sense because right there is like, it just makes complete sense that that's where this surveillance camera's from, the 1330. I mean, that looks like the most easy way to get out of 1122 unnoticed. But you wouldn't necessarily know that 620 Ridge Road had a backdoor surveillance camera, which I'm going to bet they did.
Yeah. Hang on one second. Yeah. I mean, we talked about this the other night, that we think that there could be a camera in that area, or
There has to be.
has to be in that area. So of significance that they would blur that out. So Mary says Ridge Road is where Ann Taylor said the car was going in the wrong direction. Let me pull up that response.
Okay.
Defense. We'll take a look at it. Mary, you're killing it tonight. Thank you. Sometimes when we're a little burnt out, we miss things, and believe me, I've been burnt out on this case. It's just, I don't mean to laugh. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot of material over the last 5 months, 6 months. Hang on one second. It was on the 23rd, that document. Motion temporary seal. Hey man, you gotta hang on a second. What was the name of that document? State's response. No, not state's response. Bicker Barlow. Objection to state's protective order. Here it is right here. I got it. Okay, let's pull this up. Oh, I love this. I love reading this one. This is a good one. I like it. Okay. On November 13th, law enforcement responded 911 found Madison Mogan, Kaylee Gonzalez, Xana Gernodal, Ethan Chapin dead. Law enforcement later found a K-bar knife sheath placed. Laura, it was placed. It was placed. It was placed, Laura.
That's a poor choice of words.
Yeah, placed, button side down and partially under Madison Mogan and the comforter. On November 20th, 2022, the Idaho State Police Lab in Meridian, Idaho, located in a sheath. Where does it say that? Right here. On one area of the investigation had to do with a white sedan seen on camera located at 1112 King Road, first glimpsed by officers on November 18th. By November 25th, 2022, police believed the car to be a white Elantra and asked law enforcement to be on the lookout for one. Precisely, the police came to believe this car was Elantra. Still, no, this is not it. I think it's towards the end. The argument. I love the I call it the chicken and the egg.
Yep.
In any case, it's hard to understand why Mr. Kohberger should be the one to suffer because the companies and our government, it's the government, man, chose to either mislead or not educate the public. According to the Pew, all right, hang on. Cove's extremely suspicious of IGG. I think it's towards the end of the document. Oh, where the hell was it? Federal law. I don't want to read this whole document. I'm gonna find it. I know it's in this document because I remember seeing it saying on a going the wrong way. Just like saying that. Oh fuck. My brain is so cooked right now.
This one is objection to states.
Yeah. All right here. No matter, I love it. I call this the chicken or the egg. No matter what came first, the chicken or the egg. No matter what came first, the car or the genetic genealogy, the investigation has provided precious little. There's no connection between Bryan Kohberger and the victims. There's no explanation for total lack of DNA evidence and the victim of Mr. Kohberger's apartment, office, home, or vehicle. In essence, the lack of disclosure and emotion. I know it says it in here somewhere. I know Mary probably knows in the chat. Pamela sent a $10.99 super sticker or super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you so much. Go back to what you read out, and it's just after what you read out. She's on me tonight. I'm tired. That's why. I believe the car is still in report. Way to let's see that. I was going to clear the police first. Well, I came first. No connection. Yeah, I can't find it. I know it's in this document because I've read it before. And my brain is just so fried looking at this. Yeah, I know it's in here. I don't want to waste the chat's time trying to find it. Yeah, Blake says placed is a terrible, let's see, placed is a terrible choice of words. The state is assuming it was put there. Should have been said knife sheath was found. Well, it's not the state that's saying that. It's the defense that's saying that.
Yeah.
It's not the state. That is the defense's response. So that, please read from back to front. Yeah, fuck you. Not reading the whole thing again. Tsunami being a wise ass. Oh man. Summer says I stepped away and someone solved the damn case. Jeez. But I know it's in there. Oh no, I missed it. Yeah. So Danielle says, I was always curious why there was 40 FBI were in town before the incident. They never said why they were in town. How convenient that there is a gag order. Oh, Laura, you want to chip away at that one? I think it has a lot to do with probably Fry's relationship with the FBI. We know that he did a lot of training with them. You know, one little phone call.
Well, they got there right away. I believe there's an FBI station headquarters.
Mary, we believe it's in there. I got you. I just don't want to get tied up on a document all night. But thank you. We appreciate you.
I mean, he was probably advised by the FBI too about the gag order.
Right.
I think it was pretty easy for him to call in the FBI. I mean, with a quadruple homicide, I could see why he would do this because it's going to be complicated.
Right.
So
I don't know, man. This case is crazy. It's a lot of things, but
I'll stick something.
I'll stick with the facts. Just the facts, ma'am.
That's right. I am working on something right now.
Uh-oh.
I can't say on live how I'm finding this out, but 620 Ridge Road has cameras.
Okay.
And
don't give away our secrets. They'll come on and make streams about it.
I know. I can't, like, I'm working on something here, but
all right. So we got something.
I can almost confirm they have cameras.
All right. We're going to come up with something here for the next show. All right. We're coming up on 2 hours. 2 hours. Wow. What a great show. We really didn't have much planned tonight. We kind of really winged it.
Oh, well, sometimes those are the best shows.
Those are the best shows because it's just more free flowing. I feel like sometimes when we come up all these like super presentations, it's like, all right, Mary wants me to look at bottom of page 2.
I'm going to get water.
All right. Before we wrap this up, I'll go there and look it up again. Hang on. And then I'm going to close up the stream. I believe it's there. I trust that it's there. I know I've read it. I'm just tired. I'm tired. Oh, let's see. Let me find the documents again. Where was it? All these hyperlinks start looking all the same. Page 2. I got it. I see it now. I see it now. I see. Here it is. One area of the investigation that had to do with the white sedan seen on camera located at 112 King Road, first glimpse by officers by November 20. A report from the analysis of the FBI March 21st, 2023 shows the analysis heavy relying on video of a car heading in the wrong direction at the wrong time on Ridge Road. It's funny that they're trying to dismiss that, ultimately really dismiss that right now, but we know that there was cameras in that area, and maybe we can get some photos of it or find out where it actually was on that house. I know Laura's really good at sleuthing around, but we did it. It was a good show.
I heard my name. What am I supposed to sleuth?
Well, I just closed the document down. So Taylor says that there is the video on Ridge Road. And it's funny that they're trying to dismiss that. So they gotta have his car on that.
Wait. What did Taylor say?
All right. Making me do this again.
Sorry, I had to get water. I'm excited.
All right. So when Laura gets excited, she needs water.
It's
right.
hot here in Pennsylvania.
All right. Real quick.
Okay.
One area of the investigation, this is the defense's response to state about the DNA evidence.
Okay.
So you all right? One area of the investigation had to do with a white sedan seen on camera located at 1112 King Road, first glimpsed by officers on November 18, 2022. By November 25th, 2022, police believed the car to be a white Elantra, had asked law enforcement to be on the lookout for one. Precisely how police came to believe the car was an Elantra is still unknown. A report from the analysis for the FBI dated March 21st, 2023 shows the analysis heavily relying on video of a car heading in the wrong direction at the wrong time on Ridge Road. You writing some notes? To become a member, you go down there, you hit the join button down below, and all my membership tiers are down there. All right. Oh, she's on to something. Well, with that being said, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. We're probably going to close this one down. Laura, any last words? We'll be back.
We'll be back. I don't know. Sometime soon.
What am I doing tomorrow night? Tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow's the 4th of July. So happy 4th of July, everyone.
Yes.
Hey, guess what? I feel bad for everybody in England. They have to go to work tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I have to work tomorrow.
Sorry. I don't have to work for a couple months. So.
But I only got to work 10 to 6, which is good.
Oh, that's not
Tomorrow
bad.
night's link is there if you want to set it. I'm going to do the Grant Amato interrogation. I haven't done an interrogation. That's a 4-hour interrogation. There ain't no flipping way I'm doing that all 4 hours, but we split it 2 and 2 because that interrogation is just, I love it. It's a good one. So we'll watch that. We'll hang out tomorrow night. I don't know. Maybe we figure something out in the interim. Maybe we do something else. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that is up on the docket to check out tomorrow night. It's an episode that's been pending that I've been needing to do and I've been wanting to do. If you didn't check out my video earlier, I'll drop the link to that really quick and you can go over and give that video some love because we need to get that into the algorithm because that only has 131 views right now. But that is Mr. Senator Joshua Miller. That's the link for that. Oh, Joshua Miller was a naughty boy. he keyed someone's car because they had a Biden sucks sticker on their car, and it got him triggered, and he thought it was those
Seriously.
damn Trump gun nuts that were egging him on. So check out that video. It was fun. We had a very small, intimate crowd this afternoon for that video. It was a great stream, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So want to do a little bit more body cam footage too. Those are always great. So all right, guys, enjoy your 4th. Gentlemen, ladies, I always say guys. I just mean that in generality. I don't mean to offend anybody, but yeah, if you want to come over tomorrow night and chill, if you're not doing anything, 9 p.m. Actually, I think I'm going at 8:30. Let me check. Tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do the Grand Amato. And then maybe sometime this week we'll come back with some stuff that Laura's kind of coming up with. Oh, and I do have something planned on the cell phone tower locations. I think there's a video that we need to watch that will give some clarity. That was tweeted out by Jennifer Coffindaffer again. So I want to credit her on that. But there's a video that I'm not going to tell everybody what it is, but I'm sure you can find it on our Twitter. We'll be doing that video as well. And I think that will give some context as to what type of investigation methods they will use here in Idaho to kind of locate all these cell towers and cell data. How did my screen get so dark all of a sudden? What else? Is that it? That's it, right?
That's it.
That's it. All right, chat. Thank you so much. Everybody, you guys were fantastic this evening. Such a great chat. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks to all the new members. Enjoy those members gifts. Go down and check out my members only section. I try to do a video once a week, and it's just very casual. Gives you some updates as what's going on the channel, some other things. Hey, go over and subscribe to Titanium Built if you haven't done that. Let's get her over to 10,000 subscribers, and then come over here and subscribe to my channel and get me to 10,000 subscribers because I'm a little bit behind. She's been plugging away a lot longer than I have. But we'll both get there and support her. She's great. She's been on the panel the last couple shows, and we've had a really good time. So I need to get over, Tanya. I need to get on your channel and support you. So anytime you need me, let's set something up. I'll come over and hang out for a little while, have some fun. All right, ladies and germs, don't blow off your hands tomorrow holding any firecrackers. We don't want to see any nubs on the 5th when we come back. I'm Bryan. That's Laura. This is Let's Talk Live podcast. Another one in the bag. We love you guys. We really do. We truly do. You guys make this channel go, and I appreciate the support. All right. We'll see you next time.